Hello and welcome again to Impact Code Africa. We've been on the journey on the 21 Irrefutable Laws on Leadership. Law number 12, the law of empowerment. Only secure leaders give power to others, right? So the law of empowerment, which is often associated with leadership principles, states that true leaders empower others to reach their full potential, right? So you need to empower the people that you lead to reach their full potential. That involves trusting the team members, right? Delegating authority to them and fostering an environment where they will feel valued and capable. Empower the team, essentially. That's the law of empowerment. So leaders not only enhance their team's performance, but also they create the culture of collaboration and growth, right? So you're not just requiring or demanding performance from them, but you create that culture that empower them, that gets them to grow, right? That's the law of empowerment. Key to empowering this team, like I'm talking about, is your belief in the members of the team, right? Your belief in them, you delegating, authority to them, you trusting them to deliver, you exposing them to, greater things and greater heights for them to achieve success, right, on their own level. So empowering your team member or your team members to greater overall success in your organization is what we're talking about. That is the law of empowerment, right? It's only secure leaders who will empower others, right? Weak leaders do not do that for reasons of being indispensable, right? So weak leaders want to feel and be indispensable. So they don't like empowering other people. But great and secure leaders empower others, right, to do better and become even better than them. Law number 13, the law of reproduction. That actually ties in from number 12, which is the law of empowerment. If you empower people and you get them to grow, you get them to develop, you essentially reproduce yourself, right? Effective leaders don't only, grow themselves and become better, but they also nurture and develop their team members to become like them and to even become better than them. That is the law of reproduction. You need to reproduce yourself, replicate yourself, get people, develop people to even become better than you are and achieve even better results than you did. That's the law of reproduction, and great leaders actually do that. You have to emphasize the importance of guidance and mentorship in your team, right? To reproduce yourself. You need to ensure that the skills and the values and the vision that you have that helps you to deliver as a leader is passed on to future leaders. i.e. your team members, to also build up and become like you and even better than you, right? So why organizations need strong leadership pipelines? Why do organizations need strong leadership pipelines? Number one, for continuity. Because if you don't reproduce yourself as a leader, as a CEO, as the MD of the organization, when you're done and you're gone, it means that the company folds, right? In most African startups, once the leader dies and goes away, and you even see it in churches. Once the leader passes on and goes away, the church begins to crumble, right? The company begins to crumble because they didn't reproduce themselves, right? So number one, it's continuity. Number two is to foster innovation. So if you build up and develop and train your team, they can become very innovative and help the organization to grow and achieve its success and its targets, right? Number three, it enhances the overall effectiveness of the organization. So you build people up, they know more, than when they joined first, and they are better people at achieving results. it helps the entire organization to achieve its objectives and become more effective as an organization. So great leaders reproduce themselves through the empowerment and the development that they give to others. So that's why I said this is actually very much linked to the law number 12, which is the law of empowerment. You empower people, you train them, and you reproduce yourself to take after you. I mean, you secure the future of the organization. So it takes a great leader to raise up another great one. In a nutshell, in conclusion, the law of empowerment, you need to deliberately empower your team, get them to grow, build them up, empower them, delegate responsibilities to them, expose them to, different, aspects of the organization, expose them to higher levels of the organization, build them up and empower them so that you can reproduce yourself, right? So that is linked to the law of reproduction. So essentially, two of the laws, the law of empowerment, the law of reproduction, empower people, grow them, train them, and get them to become like you and even better than you. In that way, you reproduce yourself and the organization can succeed. And when you are not there, the organization still goes on without you and still goes on to achieve greater heights than even when you were the leader. So don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, follow all our other socials on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on LinkedIn, and on X.